Hello everybody again. Oh, we got a weird glare going. Hold on. I'm just gonna make it worse. Alright, so I have your questions over here on my computer. And we're gonna only do 30 minutes because I'm actually gonna do this like regularly now. So 30 minutes is all you get, so ask them. Okay, so whenever you're ready, you can see me in my computer. Okay, how bad do you miss your belt? A lot. I miss it. Well, I get to use it for like some things, but like squats, pulls, snatches, no belt, and it sucks. How do I like my new hair? I don't love it. I like the length, but the color is literally like the opposite of what I asked for. So I'm probably gonna just deal with it and let it fade and then go somewhere else and get it fixed. I have to change this from top chat to live chat. Give some input on tendon and ligament health, ways to maintain and improve them while training heavy. I'm not a professional in that area, so I am not going to answer that one. See a professional. Don't listen to internet people. What's your favorite meal or food? I like steak a lot. I like cheesecake a lot. I don't know. I kind of just like everything. Ever consider, sorry, this chair is loud. Ever consider powerlifting after your weightlifting career is over? No, I don't think so. I think if anything, I would do like recreational CrossFit, not like competitive, very like set my own pace every day just to like stay in shape, but I don't think I'd powerlift. My favorite core exercises, everything. Lifting without a belt. Do I play guitar? No. I play trombone. Played. Like, those guys are mine. But that's it. I don't play guitar. I tried. I'm just not very good. What wristbands do I wear and where can you buy them? I am not going to promote them because that company didn't keep their end of the bargain when I did promote them. I like them a lot. I wish they didn't suck as a company, but they're just thin wrist wraps if you just Google that. Best advice for young lifters? Be frickin' patient. I've coached youth lifters and I've talked to a lot of youth lifters and they're like, I want to make Team USA right now, and they're 12. Okay, but realistically, you're not going to make an Olympic team till 20 plus. So that rush to be elite right away, I think, is kind of silly. Because yeah, it's cool to make international teams. It's cool bragging rights. But if you want longevity in the sport, you don't want to be elite forever because it beats the shit out of your body. So be patient. Oh, these are going fast. Hold on. How do you decide whether a twinge or pain is bad enough to warrant stopping a training session? I don't think I've ever stopped completely. I'll like alter things, but I don't know. I can normally just tell. Like if it's something that feels sketchy or like a little heavier or one more set and something serious might happen, I'll just adjust if I need to. I don't think I've ever stopped completely because there's always stuff you can do. But you just have to listen to your body and be realistic about it. Ooh, a kitty. Barbell brand, Rogue. Some accessory exercises that help increase your strength in the snatch and clean and jerk. That's very broad because, I mean, any accessory that you would do would in theory improve them because the whole purpose of accessory work is to build strength or stability or fix imbalances, and all of that goes into helping snatch and clean and jerk. So that one's like literally anything. Well, not anything, not like, I'm not a fan of like banded, wobble board, blindfolded, whatever that people call accessories. Make them useful, make them effective. You don't need to do super complicated stuff. Just do your accessory work. Is there something on my lens? No, it's this little thingy, and it's just a glare because these weird lights. Ugh. And I just don't think I can make it better. See, I can only make it worse. Oh God, oh God, oh God. I'll just take it off if it gets any worse. Ugh, see, I shouldn't have messed with it. Now it looks like I have some artsy lens flare shit happening. I don't. That's the worst. Okay, we're just gonna get rid of it. No, now you're just real close. Okay, thanks for messing up my cute little lens. Do I think I would perform in the brute strength events better now? Probably not. I'm definitely not any more jacked, so the bodybuilding ones I'm out. But I don't know. I think I did decent. I don't think I did poorly. I'd never like played baseball or soccer before, so I sucked ass in those ones, but it was fun. Best thing to do when you have a rest day and want to get out and move? Walks, hikes, swimming, biking, any of that. I mean, as long as you're not doing like a 8-hour uphill up a mountain hike, like it shouldn't be that taxing. So just anything that's like low to moderate effort, moving. I think swimming is like the best thing you can do on a rest day. Not like going to a pool and doing laps, but like floating, just being in water. What are the tats on my ankles? They're in Braille and it's a secret. How much does lifting and being sore affect your sex life? A valid question. I don't think there's ever been a time where I'm like, oh, I'm too sore. Like, there's definitely been like, oh, I'm too tired, but no. So being sore is like, you can suck it up. Tell us more about the clothing brand you're working on. I've been working on this for a long time. I've wanted to do it, but I didn't want to like dive deeply into it until after the Olympics. But then once they got canceled and I have basically a whole year of sitting at home, I figured I might as well get it going. It's gonna take a little bit longer. I thought I was so close, and then some things happened, so pushed back a little bit. But I really hope by like the end of this year, beginning of next year, I will be able to launch like a full fitness training apparel brand of stuff that, I mean, the first round of stuff is gonna be stuff that I personally like love to train in, or things that I've like, there's a lot of really, really old like Nike stuff that they stopped making like 7-8 years ago, but I love it so much, so I'm trying to recreate a lot of that stuff because I just found it's like the best for training. But I also really want to just make stuff that's not just like cute. We want it to be cute, obviously, but functional more than anything else. Like not see-through, doesn't fall down, stays over like the little belly fat fold that when you get set up and it goes. I want to fix all of that. Like all the annoying things I want to fix. So I've been working really hard on it. It's slow moving starting another company, especially apparel. Do I remember coming to San Antonio? I was like a couple years ago. I mean I remember, but I also don't remember. Oh, $20. Choosing for a new camera. Okay, I do have a nice camera. I have to buy the like link so I can stream through it. And I already looked at it. I'm half convinced. Depends how much I want to do these, because I'm only going to do them every now and then. I don't want to do it, but we'll see. Okay, what shoes do I lift in? The ROM 4s. Do I like the Metcon 6s? I don't really care. I mean, I think they're cool, maybe? I don't know. Talk about your experience of being a bomb woman in your sport when toxic masculinity is rampant. I honestly have not experienced that much toxic masculinity. Like, there's always the trolls that are like, oh, don't lift, you're bigger than me, you're stronger than me. But like, I just don't care. I just really don't care. Like, it's not something I pay attention to. So like in my little bubble of a world, I just don't see it that often. I am not a strong female. I'm just strong in general. And that's like, I get asked a question similar in like every single interview I ever do. And it's just like, they're like, what's it like to be a strong female? Like, I don't know, I'm just strong. Like, I don't like differentiate. Strength is strength. And that's it. I don't know. I don't like, my little like personal bubble of my life is a very happy place. Like, I try to filter out all of like the bullshit as much as I can. Do I love my Tesla? Yeah, I do. I really do. Someone asked this last time. I'm a little upset with the paint quality. It came with a couple chips, bubbles, runs. It's just not amazing. But everything else aside from that is amazing. Tips to improve front rack. Well, mobility, obviously. Making sure, there's a ton of stuff on the internet for this, so I don't really need to answer it. But a lot of people forget about their lats, and if you have really tight lats, that's going to interfere with your front rack. So it's not just like shoulder, elbow, wrist. It's also all of this needs to be mobile as well. I saw a post of yours about how you struggle to train together with Sean. Do you have any tips for telling someone that you prefer to train by yourself without hurting their feelings? You just tell them. I mean, if their feelings get hurt, that sucks, but if you're being honest and open and communicating, like, it shouldn't really be an issue. Like, you need to stress, like, hey, or if it's just a training partner, just be like, I really love training with you. If it's your significant other, I really love you, but like, I need this time for myself. I am distracted, I'm frustrated, I'm whatever, and just lay it all out there. If they have an issue with it, try to find a compromise or work through it. I was telling someone the other day, like, find a day, 1 or 2 days a week where you don't have a super intense workout, where you can kind of just spend a little bit of extra time and not be super focused, and that can be a really good compromise. So then you're not like, I'm never training with you. It's more like, I really need to focus on these days, but on this day and this day, like, let's do something together. Oh my gosh, I got so behind. Have you ever had a crush on Clarence Kennedy? I can honestly say I don't really, I mean, I know the name, but that's about it. Any tips for powerlifters going to weightlifting? Be patient, do your mobility work, and don't try to just muscle your way through things. Like, take the time to learn the technique, solidify the technique, and make sure you're moving correctly and not just like brute strength, like do a snatch. Like, take your time. Tips for improving rep rhythm in squats. I struggle to keep a somewhat constant rep-to-rep rhythm when squatting for high reps. I mean, I think that's more like personal preference stuff, because some people prefer to do like a touch and go, up, down, up, down, up, down. Some people like to stop, take a full breath, and reset between each one, which that's what I prefer. I don't like to do super fast ones. I mean, there are some times where I'm like, I'm wasting too much time standing here, but you don't have to do them quickly. Like, there's no rule or anything. Do you get elbow joint pain and jerks? I don't. Knock on wood. My elbows are pretty good. They're like the only joint that doesn't hurt. How do I take care of it? I would assume the same you would take care of any other joint. I don't know. Elbow issues are rough. I've never had them as of now. Am I into other sports? No, not really. I don't really watch any other sports. I watch like some strongman YouTube stuff, but that's really about it. I don't know. I don't love sports for being an athlete. Shirt is kind of clean. I got it so long ago. It's like a really old hook grip one. Now that I don't have my cool lens, you can't see everything. Tips on reducing butt wink at the bottom of a squat. I kind of hate the term butt wink, but if there is anything that's moving when you get to the bottom of your squat, that's not good anyway. So you want to really work on maintaining your position the entire way, and wherever you feel like you need to bend or give is probably an area that needs attention, whether in mobility or stability or just pure like strengthening. Like, for example, Sean was squatting the other day, and as he's just started doing high bar, let me scoot back. He used to do low bar, and as he goes down to like
right past parallel, he starts to like round and pull in a little bit. He's like, why do these feel like shit? I'm like, well, because you're getting to the part where you need to explode out of the bottom of a squat, and you're changing your position completely and like rounding and squishing, and it's, you shouldn't move. You are just going up and down. Whoa, hold on, I just skipped. Does weed help with recovery? An interesting topic. I actually do have my medical marijuana card because this is the only stretch of time in my entire like adult life that I haven't had to be drug tested in competition. So with USADA, weed is legal outside of competition. So if, say, I have weed in my system, they came like 2 days ago, that's fine. But as long as it's not in your system at a competition test. So we get tested, drop your last lift, and USADA's there with the clipboard, and they have to follow you around until you pee or take blood. So I literally have like a spreadsheet going of what I've noticed, what I've taken, all of that stuff. And I can't say I have a definitive answer as of now, because I don't love weed. I don't love like any like mind altering substances because I don't drink either. But I will say it does help me sleep because I do have trouble falling asleep every night. It usually takes anywhere from like an hour to 2.5 hours. So just that alone, like helping your sleep, helps your recovery. So I would say, in theory, yes. Is it something that's like, my knees hurt, I'm gonna smoke a joint and then they're not gonna hurt? I don't think so. I know other people have had different experiences, which I think it's like, I think honestly it's important that as it becomes legalized for medical usage, that hopefully it won't be on the banned substance list anymore, because I think it does help with a lot of stuff. For me personally though, I'm not convinced. What kind of classes have you taken? I'm a senior kines major. I think it's awesome. I mean, I've taken all of them. I'm also my last semester of kinesiology, starting my master's in kinesiology in the spring. So I've taken all the basic ones that you need. I haven't found it to be super challenging, which is kind of concerning to me because I was like thinking I was gonna have to like really struggle through, but a lot of it is stuff that just through being an athlete, and my mom is an anatomy teacher, so like growing up that way, it was a lot of it was like review-ish, which is weird. So I'm probably gonna die when I start my master's. Oh geez. How many tattoos? A lot. I'm like squirting water everywhere. How much time do you rest between reps and sets? It depends. Sometimes they're on a strict clock, so it's like a minute. Well, not even a minute rest. It's taking the lift every minute, so it's usually like 45-second rest. But if I'm not timed, I don't like to rest more than like 2 minutes, but because I think I've gotten in the habit of like going really fast. Maybe if it's like clean and jerk triples, I'll take 3 minutes, but that's about it. Tips for tall lifters. It sucks. That's it. Be patient. Don't rush. Push through your legs. All the basic ones, just more of it because we're taller and everything takes longer. How old are my cats? I think one's like 5 and the others are like, Killer, how old are you? He doesn't know either. Do you still not enjoy squatting as much as you did on the Reddit and the AMA? Yeah, I hate squatting. I just don't like squatting. I think that comes from being tall because it's just a long way down. I don't know. It's just not my favorite thing. And I'm not, it's probably my weakest thing too. That's probably more why I don't like it, because I suck at it. Tips for school. I'm failing like 3 classes. Time management and prioritize. I feel like there's no reason to fail classes if you're really making them a priority. Have I tried antihistamines to help with sleep? Yes and no. I actually have an autoimmune disorder, so I took them a lot as a kid to where like they didn't make me drowsy or anything. Like I would wake up, take it before I go to school because I'd have hives all over me. So no, I haven't tried them, not recently anyway. I do deadlifts? Yes, I do sometimes. Do I ever bench press? No, I don't. I did like once or twice maybe. Tips for powerlifters going into weightlifting. I already answered that one. Do your mobility work. Do you know why the rotator cuffs hurt after snatching and clean and jerking? That would be a question for a professional, which I am not, so I'm not gonna give you an answer. I think you should see a PT or a doctor or someone other than someone on the internet. Okay, are there more questions? We have exactly 9 minutes and some seconds left. And I think I answered all these. Potentially. Would I ever consider using the roids? No. We talked about this a little on the last one. I just, from a moral standpoint, I just could never feel good about it. And from a health standpoint, it's just not worth the side effects and the risks and all. Like, it's just not worth it. Like, cool, you won a medal over someone because you cheated. Like, to me, that's just like, no, I just wouldn't. I don't know. How did you get so strong? I worked really hard. We get more brisket content? Yeah, I really fucked up on the last one though, because I went back to sleep after I started and I forgot to check the pellets, so I completely ran out and like had turned off. I couldn't have been off for more than like 30 minutes, so I saved it, but it was not good. Tips on keeping your knees healthy. Hamstring work, various like tendon strengthening things. I have knee issues right now. Well, not issues, but just knee pain right now. And it mostly was coming from my hamstrings not firing quick enough and just being weak because I had a prior hamstring injury. I've ever thought about a plant-based diet. No, I mean, I know you can for athletes. There's plenty of athletes that do and plenty of information on the internet, but me personally, I like meat. Plain and simple. Is it okay to ask for a picture if you come into a gym? You came into a gym in Cebus a couple years ago and didn't want to ask. It's actually nice that you thought about that because a lot of people don't. But yeah, like I take pictures all the time. If I'm like, if I'm in the middle of a training session or if I look like I'm like rushing somewhere, maybe not the best time to ask. I'll probably do it anyway. But if I had a choice, I would be like, maybe don't ask when I'm in the middle of a training session. Or like a lot of people ask, like when I go pee during a competition, like you just saw me on the stage and you need to be like literally like run into the bathroom in between warm-up attempts. I'm like, hey, can I get a picture? I'm like, can it wait like 30 more minutes? You'll see me on the stage again, and then I'll be back down here and I'll be done. Ask then. Did you have braces? I did for like 3 years. Are Epsom salt baths effective as ice baths? I believe, I know there's a lot of controversy that it again comes down to personal preference. Like I respond really well to heat. Ice, I respond like decently well. But as far as like aches and pains in my joints, I respond better to heat. Ice for like actual recovery, I think that works for me. I don't know. I like Epsom salt baths. But I don't think it's mostly like the salt in it. I think it's the heat. Just curious about what it looks like to becoming a mom and being an elite athlete. I don't know if I understand because I am not a mom. Yeah, I am not a mom. I don't understand that question. Do you have to lift time PRs? I don't know if I can read because some of these I am confused. I know you're a Nike athlete. I'm not a Nike athlete. I am not sponsored. They've said no multiple times, and I make $0 from them. I don't know why people think I am. I'm definitely not. Tried. Will I eventually transition to get another sport? Honestly, I might go back to track and field because I loved it so much. It just depends on when I'm done lifting and like how old I am, what kind of shape my body's in. Like, it'd be so cool if I could do long jump and weightlifting in the same Olympics. That would be like, that's like ultimate dream. But I haven't done long jump since like 8th grade, so I could very well suck at it. What kind of interactions on social media do I prefer to have? I don't think I have a say in that. You guys are gonna say whatever you want. With the ups and downs of lifting, how do you keep your confidence going and rebounding with shitty days? Letting a shitty day end when you walk out of the gym door, and not carrying it around with you for like 5 more days and like laying in bed at night being like, I fucking suck at weightlifting. Because I used to do that, and then it would just carry into the next day. Just let whatever happened happen, learn from it, move on from it, do better next time. Have you noticed lifting altering your menstruation? No. But vice versa. Do I like pineapple on pizza? Front squat heavier than back squat? No. Who does that? Not me. I got a hook grip shirt in a size too small. Do they stretch easily? I don't know. I just like general t-shirts. That sounds like a customer service question. And guess what? I am not. Customer service. We have 3 more minutes, so ask your good questions. Best way to get a sponsor, don't be a shitty person. And do something notable. That's about it. How's your coach's style different from your old? I don't even think it's really comparable. They're very, very, very different. I think obviously I respond better to my new coach's style. I'll leave it at that. Do I want to be a mom? No, as of right now, no. There's maybe like a 2% chance when I'm like 30 and my hormones are like, you gotta do it or you're gonna lose it. Then maybe, but Sean is 100% no. I'm like 99.7% no. Losing 4 kilos in 2 weeks, that's doable. It's not ideal. Calorie deficit, and if it's for making weight, you can lose probably about 2 kilos of water pretty easily. It sucks, but I mean, depends why you need to lose 4 kilos in 2 weeks. If you can only choose one kind of supplement, what do I choose? I don't know. This sounds like a ad, but I really like X Endurance's joint supplement. I feel like that actually like helps a lot. So probably that. If you want to buy it though, this is an ad. I have a link in my Instagram bio. Make wrist wraps and knee sleeves. I do want to make knee sleeves. Wrist wraps, that's a tricky one because I don't know if I'm legally allowed to make the ones that I like. So yeah, I don't know. I would like to. Favorite kind of bread? All bread. A lot of bread. I really like bread. Want to talk bad about the IWF Olympics for changing weight class? I mean, I don't love it. It kind of fucked me, but it is what it is, I guess. What do I think about intermittent fasting? I don't think it is a sustainable diet for a lifter. I mean, I guess it could be. I don't know. I don't have any experience with it, so I really don't know. It works for some people, and that's good. Any lifetime PRs you have not hit? Obviously, I'm not done lifting. I have like 10 more years left. Wow, that's probably too many. Maybe like 8 more years. 2 more quads. Okay, one more. because we're right at 30 minutes and then we're done. Your opinions on people popping hot on drug tests. We just talked about that, I feel like. That's not a good last question. I don't like it, obviously, because then I have to go compete against people. Killer, Jesus. Hey. He's trying to escape through the window, which is not open, and we're on the second floor. $20! Thanks for $20. I'll put all of your money towards getting a nicer camera. Okay. Last one is gonna be my biggest weightlifting goal is obviously make the Olympics, which like they're like, here, you've made the Olympics, and then COVID was like, so now I'm kind of like in limbo, because technically none of us are eligible, but everything that would make us eligible keeps getting canceled. That's like the goal. I would like to do that multiple times, maybe like 3 times. But I know like with the way the sport is going, it's just gonna get harder and harder every quad. But that doesn't mean that I'm not gonna try. So we'll see. Okay, that is all. Thanks for coming. Wait, I have a killer. I'll show you a killer before we go. Meow. Okay. Here, killer, look. Say hello. Okay. Thank you guys for coming. I hope I answered your questions. And if not, I'm sorry. Come next time, because I think I'm gonna do it every week now. Maybe. And maybe, just maybe, I'll get a nicer camera in time.